Alright, so we just got an iPhone 5C. I'm going to be doing the recording of this. This one's an easy repair because it's the LCD and the glass, so take us less than 20 minutes to fix this. I may have food on my face, but I just got done eating the pizza. These are some of my favorite repairs, given that they're so convenient. My least favorite repair is the iPhone 4S screen replacement. Because the screens on those are just, they are very inconvenient. Well, I thought I was going to be able to do it without doing that. No, we got screws everywhere though. Alright, now that we have the screen off, all I have to do now is transfer over all the components, speaker, camera, etc. onto our new screen. First, we want to make sure to test the screen. Make sure that it works. And the screen, wait, the digitizer may have came off. Oh, don't. You always want to test it before you put it in place. You don't want to have any slip-ups. These screens can sometimes be a hassle. Alright, get you in there, and then get you, okay, that's going to go right there. Alright. Could be these gloves, it could be the motherboard. So let me unplug the battery and see if that has anything to do with it. You always want to do triple checks. We got 2 screws loose in here. 1 screw over there, 1 screw over there. All right. And with these pieces, they're just like Legos. You'll hear them click when they go in. I need to probably buy smaller gloves next time, because these gloves do not want to work. Oh, huh. Might help if you plug in the battery. Everybody gets brain farts now and then. Ugh. It's loading up. Still loading. And the digitizer works. Just in need of replacing the battery. So now we're gonna shut this off. No, we don't want to do that. There we go. Alright. Now that we turned off the phone, we're now going to replace the parts. It's on the left side here. Ugh. I try to do a lot more commentary in my video, so you don't just have to watch me sit here in silence. There's on the 5s, they have 4 screws on the side, opposed to the 6, which has 3 screws on each side. Well, yeah, 6 in total. Yeah, I got my interest in electronics at a young age. Usually helps whenever you're an autodidactic individual. In other words, a person that teaches themselves everything. Because just because somebody goes to school doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. I mean, a lot of people do. I'm not downplaying anybody that's been to school. And I'm one that actually encourages education for anyone. But going to school doesn't mean that you're smart, and just because you haven't gone to school doesn't mean that you're not smart. And take Steve Jobs, for instance. He dropped out of college and he's one of the most successful people that ever pretty much lived in the 20th century. One of the greatest salesmen of the 20th century. That's for sure. That man could make anything sellable. He was the master of hyperbole. Or, you know, basically the greatest thing ever. Everything was the greatest new product. Oh yeah, I forgot about these on the C. They have a screw right here on top. Oh, speaking of that, I gotta make a call to PayPal later. They decided to overcharge me for some things, and it wasn't very convenient for my pocket. Alright. Now we move the back tray that's also connected with the camera and whatnot. I'm going to set that over there on a nice surface. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to peel out the piece for the camera. Usually it's in there pretty good with some adhesive, but we're not going to worry too much about that. The adhesive isn't on there too bad, so we could just get underneath it and peel it off. This one has a little broken screen on top, so I could just push it out from the back. Oh, there we go. Not having that piece in there is not a complete necessity, but it does make the process a little bit smoother. Since the adhesive is still on there, it should fit right in place and stick as well. Alright, let me get you right underneath. Oh wait, there's a little bit too much adhesive on there. There we go. That way it fits in nice and snug. Don't want anything breaking. This phone belongs to a roofer from around the area. Came in with it the other day. Just needed a screen repair. And today his LCD doesn't work because he was I guess sitting on the side of a building and happened to rub the wrong way against something and crack the LCD as well. Wasn't too bad. The LCD is still refurbishable. You can still put everything back in place. But I mean, it's a quick fix. Like I always say, if you think it's broken, it's not, because nothing is truly not fixable. You just have to spend a little more time putting the pieces together. A lot of people, they miss this part. You know, people do home repairs and you got to stick this speaker right into this little space here. A lot of people miss it. That's why I don't suggest going to your friend next door who fixes phones. Always take it to someone who, you know, has a business. Because, you know, your friends, they're not insured. You know, if they mess up your product, and then you're kind of screwed out of a phone, and they really can't do anything about it. And you kind of can't sue them either, because, you know, they weren't a business. so that's not their thing. So I would just suggest taking it to somebody who, you know, knows what they're doing. I'm not saying your friends don't. I mean, it's just more reliable to come to someone who kind of has a setup of knowing what they're doing and things of that nature. Yeah, I forgot about this magnet on here. Well, I didn't really forget about it, but it gets me every time. The magnet just is stronger than the magnet on my screwdriver, so it likes to steal my screws. But you won't be getting it today, no. Yeah, I told the guy come back in about 20 minutes, you know, go enjoy, do something, eat. You don't need to sit here and watch me do it. I don't mind if people watch. Might be a little odd for them when I do a video and I'm talking to a camera. They're gonna wonder what my commentary is. I just did that. I just told yeah, everyone has their off days. It's not really an off day. This is actually a, you know, happens pretty much every single time. I just underestimate the I don't know, wishful thinking, I guess. There we go. Put that in place. Now we're going to put all these other little screws in. There we go. Oh wait, that screw doesn't go there. Oh yeah, because that screw goes on top. That's why. And going on 17 minutes. We're almost ready to hook everything back up in place, but not yet. Oh, don't you do that. These tiny little screws, you lose them on the floor. You gotta get a magnet to find them, because they do not want to cooperate with your eyes. I mean, I have 20/10 vision, which is the last line they never ask you to read. I just do it to challenge myself and, you know, kind of surprise the doctor. You know, really, I'll have to Google that because I need to figure out why that's even an option. They never ask you to read that bottom line, which I've read it so much, it's PEZOLFTD. But it really makes no sense. I mean, yeah, they're checking your eyes and everything, but out of all the years I've been alive, which is 26, I've never had a doctor ask me to read that line. Until I volunteer to read it, and then they're like, okay, go ahead. And it's almost in the tone of their voice like they're challenging you that you can't do it. One thing I tell people is if you tell me that I can't do something, you know, my reaction is usually watch me. People tell me I'd never be able to run a business, you know. It's not realistic. You need to get a 9-to-5 job. You know, you need to have more support. You need to have more belief in people. Because that's the thing with a lot of successful people. They get ridiculed. How you doing today?
Pretty good. How about you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Just for further clarification, I'm not talking to myself. I'm making a video.
Okay.
I record all my videos of my repairs.
Oh, there you go.
I put them on my page. You can take a look around though. We got new, used, and refurbished tools and new, used, and refurbished electronics. I do all the refurbishing myself.
Okay. Engine hoist?
I don't do the refurbishing on the tools. Not all the tools, that is. I do electronics. So if there's anything wrong with circuit boards or things of that nature.
Okay. Can you get a engine hoist?
Oh, can I get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to auctions every now and then. We usually don't find many engine hoists, but if we have one or if we spot one, we'll probably pick one up.
Okay.
I think you're the second person that's asked in the past week.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Well, it's summertime and a lot of people are out there, you know, doing engines and all that.
Yeah. Well, and that's what my son does. They build race engines and stuff.
Oh, that's nice. You guys race at the raceway?
A lot of the engines that they build do.
Oh.
He doesn't.
So you don't, you just build the engines for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've yet to be out there, but I've been wanting to go. I work too much.
Yeah. Well, and that's his problem too.
Hey,
It's
can't
most of the time 7 days a week.
can't really be successful if you don't work.
No, that's true.
It's all about priorities. Oh, crap.
That's it exactly. Another question for you. I don't know if you've seen one or not before. They call it a pallet tool.
Sounds familiar.
Slips in like around the boards on the pallet and pries up the nails and stuff so you don't break the boards all apart.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we have one. I mean, we have crowbars, but
Yeah.
that's not going to work.
No, not the same.
Yeah, because those pretty much break the bar, or break the box. Yeah, we don't have any of those, but I can make a note of it. And if we find anything, we'll pick it up. And, we're open pretty much Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Okay. Just check back with you. Buy this watch by this direction every day and iron about every other day.
Yeah, we got a nice selection of tools. Our electronics, they sell pretty fast.
Do they?
We get phone cases, chargers, other accessories. We had
Okay.
we had a Bluetooth speaker at one point.
Cool.
But that wasn't here too long.
Okay. Well, I'll let my son know also.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, sir, very much.
All right, you're welcome, sir. You have a good day.
Mm-hmm. You also.
And try to enjoy this weather.
Yes, while it lasts.
All right. And that is friendly customer service. Whenever a customer comes in, I always have a greeting of some sort. If I can see them, it's just, how are you doing today? And if it's a man or a woman, then I'll say ma'am or sir. But nobody wants to, be talked to the whole time, and nobody wants to sit there and shop in silence. I mean, some people might prefer that. Alright, the screen's coming on. We're going to test the home button and all that before we put all the final screws in place. And then we have the battery here. We're going to put this back on this way. Alright. So a one-handed operation is not very fun. I wish I had more arms, more extremities. Alright, the screen came back on. And we're gonna put that in place there. I don't want to screw it in too much because we want it to be lined up evenly with that hole. Alright. And now to test it. Okay, that works. Let's go over. Oh, you can't press the home button because it's not connected to the plate. Alright, so since that works, we're gonna put that down like that, and then we're going to reconnect the battery. love working with electronics. It's, you know, they say if you never work a day in your life, or if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I always love what I do. Taking things apart, seeing how they work. God, it's exhilarating. So I always tell people, you know, you don't have to always work for somebody else. You know, find what you're good at. And if you're good at something, never do it for free. Alright, get up in there. There we go. One screw down. Not going to screw it down all the way. At least not yet. So. As a word of advice that I've been passing around, I've been meaning to put it on my page. Been kind of busy in the shop. But if your phone ever gets any water damage, you do not want to put it in rice. And I know that's, you know, a common misconception, because everybody will think, you know, it dries the phone out, it takes all the water out. And that's true. It does take the water out, and it's good if your phone wasn't submerged in water for a long amount of time. If it was just a very short amount of time and your phone still works, then, you know, it's good. Put it in rice and that will work, if it's not too bad. But if it's been in there for a while and there's a lot of water damage, just leave it the way it is and bring it into, you know, someone like me, where we do water damage. We're actually going to be getting some new devices that will assist in better water damage. Our prices on that will be $50 deductible, whether it comes on or not. That's just standard for, you know, standard labor. And if it does come on, it's a $100 charge plus parts. Sometimes the screens won't work and you'll have to order a new screen. And those aren't too bad. So we're gonna get this guy in here. Alright. I'm gonna press the home button. Home button works. There we go. Then we're gonna test the camera here. Okay, front camera works. I'm gonna try the back camera. Okay, the back camera works as well. Then we're gonna test the sound by taking a short little video. Alright. Make sure the speakers work. Alright. And then we're going to exit out of that because we don't want to leave that on their phone. Just want to make sure everything works. We're going to do a quick phone call. Make sure the speakers and everything are connected. Hello? 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 Alright. Speakers work good. Screen is fine. We're going to peel this off here. It seems like it's really on there. Voila. Alright. And this phone is in great condition. Well, besides the outside housing is pretty messed up, but other than that, this is a LCD repair for a iPhone 5C, which costs $90. $75 for just the screen. My prices are guaranteed to be cheaper than anybody else in the Farmington area. And well, gotta put the last two screws in, actually. Don't want to forget about that. And then I told them we'll have an OtterBox coming in for the 5C, which is his phone. So from there, he'll have a protected phone, because when you do roofing, I mean, roofing is just very strenuous on any phone. But that's pretty much it on the iPhone 5C LCD screen repair, or replacement. Actually, it's not a repair, it's a replacement. I'll be doing a video on like LCD refurbishing at some point in the future. But other than that, remember, if you think it's broken, it's not, because Lextech will always fix it. Alright.